All right, welcome back to another episode of The Rundown, entertainment news by fans for fans right here on the T3 Media Studios channel. And I am your host, Chris Fagan. I am joined by the one and only, the very lovely, my beautiful wife, Joy. How are you, babe?
I'm good.
So we're going to quickly, I'm going to try my best to do what I've learned from professionals, which I am not, is a tight 30 minutes. We're only going to commit like 2 to 3 minutes per topic. We have 10 topics to run down. A couple of movie-related topics, some trailer reactions that we're going to discuss, and some trending news that I'm bringing back to the channel. I know I usually mostly do the TV show stuff, movie stuff, but entertainment news and trending topics, why is that trending stuff, is what we do, and I need to do more of it. So the only other problem is that we started a little bit late. I'm sorry about that, but bear with me. So if you want to follow T3 Media Studios on social media, you can find us on all the social media platforms that we have out there. And if you want to write to our blog, you can become a writer. Just email us at mail@t3medias.com. Become a member if you want to support the channel. And remember, during the live show, which I don't suspect that many people are going to be because we're late, if you are watching live, or if you're not watching live, if you just happen to catch us, you can support the channel by sending super chats for the show. And we appreciate to all you guys who do that. So I said I'm going to make this a tight 30, and I'm going to really try to commit to that. So let's get into the first topic. If I have my topics up, yes, I do. Man, I am on it. So the first topic of the week, let me get that going. The first topic of the week is on. Not that. It is on Comicpalooza. We're gonna let's do a recap. Guys, if you don't know, we did go to Comicpalooza this week here in Houston, Texas. We had a lot of fun out there. Me and Joy, as you can see, there's me as Ruby Rob. Joy went as Psylocke. We did some interviews and stuff like that. We had a good time. We got to meet a lot of cosplayers out there and experienced everything that Comicpalooza has to offer, which all you great and crazy fun people out there who like to geek out and nerd out the way we do every year. But not me every year. For you guys that go out there every year, this was my first time going out there, and I had a blast. It was a lot of fun, and I'm going to go again. I think it was an experience. I'm glad that I got out there. I'm glad that we met who we met, and it was a lot of fun. I had way more fun the second day than I did the first day. Joy, you want to tell them why real quick?
The first day was really just it's just for people to like party, basically, because it's just there's like a techno dance club going on, and really that was all that's going on, because everybody else is setting up, and you can't get in to look at the booths because they're being set up for the next day.
Right. But by day 2, you were able to meet celebrities and things like that. You don't have to pay for that. I thought that there was a chance that we could at least like videotape or photograph some people talking about from a distance, but they were like, no.
They had that whole side.
They had panels that we could have covered, but we didn't. We missed those because we were so late getting our costumes ready and stuff. There were some people that could have, but did not. So we weren't able to get all the coverage for you that we could. But there was some coverage that we did get. So I want to play that for you guys real fast. So check this out. A real quick video.
Look out for Harley Quinn. And Harley, if people want to find you online, where can they look for your other cosplay work?
Instagram @NihilistBrat. It's a little hard to spell, but it's NIHILIST Brat.
We're not cosplayers.
No, we're not cosplayers.
No, we are haunters.
Haunters.
We scare people for a living.
Okay.
That's what we do. Yeah.
get your services? Like if I wanted to scare somebody really bad.
Message the page, and if the price is good, we can do it.
Are you going to be performing or doing anything here at Comicpalooza, or just enjoying yourself?
I'm just drinking. I'm enjoying myself.
Just going to enjoy yourself?
Stop me performing.
We're unofficially here with Budweiser.
So we're from a haunted house. We come out to creepy Comicpalooza every year.
Awesome.
And we just have a good time. Meet people that have seen us. We do all the social media stuff like Twitch, TikTok, Facebook Live, Instagram, and we just have a good time. We do this and we do Run Fest as well.
All right, so be on the lookout for these guys. If you want to follow them, let them know where they can find you online.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the goodness. How about you?
What's the ad again?
You can follow me on _Willie_vodka on anything. Or just type in the Willie Vodka, you'll find me.
Chris here with T3 Medias, and we're here with Lilu.
Hello.
Look who I bumped into. Okay, all right. This super green interview right here at Comicpalooza. Let me know, who are you, where can we find you online, and why are you so awesome?
Oh, well, I mean, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, but I am Lilu today, but my name is Tabitha Jordan. My Instagram is tabitha.jordan.18, and yeah, we're just hanging out, having fun, and dressing up, and enjoying the atmosphere.
What are you looking forward to here at Comicpalooza, most of all?
Honestly, I truly enjoy just seeing all the costumes and the people. It's the best time to kind of interact with like-minded people and enjoy the atmosphere, so it's just fun.
All right, everybody say multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
I said that I was going to try to keep everything within 30 minutes. That one, I forgot that one was my only one that went longer than the other ones, but that was the one, that interview, I almost didn't spot the fact that, because I was dressed as Ruby Rob, and I wasn't gonna do Ruby Rob at first. I was just gonna go as Mr. Glass again. You convinced me to do Ruby Rob, and everybody who was asking, begging for a picture. So I think Ruby Rob might now become my
celebrity of the day.
Yeah, might now be my go-to costume. So go follow those guys out there on their social media. I put their social media out there on. You can look at those quick interviews that we did on our Instagram and our TikTok, or anywhere. I think it's also here on YouTube as well. Look at on Facebook, and go follow those guys. And I can't wait to go back. Anything else that you want to talk about Comicpalooza?
No, it's my first time going as well, and now seeing like what to expect, I definitely look forward to more time to prepare. Being that I sew, I would really like to come up with a fabulous costume, not one that I had to whip together really quickly.
Real quick, yeah.
And I have plans for Ruby Rod and a much better costume for the next time.
It's gonna be super green. But guys, let us know what you guys think about. If you attended Comicpalooza, hit me up. Let me know. Let me show you your cosplay, all your designs. I love talking with you guys and discussing all of that stuff and Comicpalooza personnel management. I appreciate you guys for letting us attend and cover with the passes that you gave us. I can't wait till next year. Hopefully we'll be invited again, and I cannot wait. All right, moving on to that one kind of went too long, but I'm sorry about that. Let's move on to the next topic. So the rumor is, speaking of comic book conventions and things like that, there is another one going on right now in San Diego, San Diego Comic-Con. And I was going to do a segment where we discuss some of the things, the big events that's going on, and people, what they're expecting. They're expecting like Disney, Marvel to talk about Wakanda Forever, things like that, stuff, the typical things that we're looking forward to. But the big thing, what's buzzing right now is the idea that Henry Cavill's Superman is possibly about to return as the Man of Steel in the upcoming what's the Rock's movie, Black Adam. And if that is true, that would be amazing. I'm looking forward to the Rock's Black Adam, seeing him on there. What do you think about that? What do you think about possibly seeing The Rock? And Henry Cavill, Superman returning?
Well, I mean, people have been waiting for that for a while, so yeah it would send people into a frenzy, I'm sure.
Crush the internet. But we haven't seen Superman in anything that wasn't like Justice League related. Hey, what's going on, Craig? How you doing? But I see you out there. Sub bro, keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We haven't seen Henry Cavill really don the tights. See, Batman versus Superman was technically supposed to be Superman 2 or Man of Steel 2. Then it got all changed up. But to see him come back, and we kind of got him at the end of Shazam. But it wasn't really him in the tights and all that stuff. But this came from The Rock himself. The Rock went to Instagram because he knows how to mess with us. So from The Rock's Instagram, he says, from back in the day when I was wrestling in flea markets for $40 a match, all the way to now, Johnson tweeted earlier this month, I've learned to always listen to the audience because they will always lead you to where you need to go. I hear you, and I always got you. So everyone is speculating that means that he's listening to the fans of wanting to see Shazam versus Superman. Are you you saw Shazam, right? What did you think about the Shazam movie? What do you think about Black Adam?
I mean, I saw the trailer, and I think it was in maybe the last two movies we went to see, and it looks like, I mean, The Rock always is here to perform, so.
I still haven't gotten you to go to a wrestling event with me, but that's one thing at a time. But if you guys have heard, if you've heard anything that's, because I haven't been watching the coverage for San Diego Comic-Con because I've been trying to get the show up and running and ready for the day. I'm sorry I was late again, but I'm looking to see if when that news drops, when they do the Black Adam coverage, because I'm thinking if he is there, it's going to destroy the internet. So guys, let us know what you guys think, and if you've heard anything, hit me up and let me know. What's the next topic of the day of the week? It's coming up once I find it. So there's a show that me and Joy have started to watch. It's a fun show. It's one of those. What are those called? Those like mockumentaries, where it's like something like The Office, something like Parks and Rec. It's Abbott Elementary.
Yes.
And we started watching that like last year or earlier this year. Was it?
It was probably in like maybe March or April. I mean, the season was already almost over. We had to catch up, but we had already heard good things, so we said, well, we got to check it out and see if it is really funny, and it is.
And the news that came up, something that I wasn't too aware of. I mean, it's not like major news, but I'm happy for the guy because I think he deserves it. It was William David. He plays the janitor. He's the guy with all the conspiracy theories on the show. That's why I chose this. This is a perfect example of what this guy. This is the janitor substituting for I think maybe a first or second grade class, and he's giving a lesson about the Illuminati. That'll tell you everything you need to know about that character. But the guy who plays him, William David, he is now a regular. I didn't even notice it at first that he wasn't.
Oh, because he's on almost every episode, at least a second or two.
And he's always doing something crazy, and he's one of those guys that steals the scene. And so I assumed he was a regular, but I guess he was almost like. What's that guy off of Friends that worked in Central Perk? He's almost like one. It was kind of like one of those characters.
Oh, the one who recently passed away.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and then where that character wasn't as he was like it's like that nurse that's in Grey's Anatomy. He's always there, very committed, but you could tell was just a background character. And it felt like maybe they were doing the same thing with Mr. Davis's character, but the showrunners decided to make him a regular. That's good for him. I'm glad about that. Maybe he'll become a teacher instead of a janitor. But I think he's funnier as the janitor. But you said real quick. You said you saw some other news about.
Well, the Emmy nominations came out, and so the creator Quinta Brunson is nominated for like 3 different. Well, the show's nominated, her writing is nominated, her acting is nominated, she's like the youngest black female to have those
many nominations.
That for a comedy, And
she's also she's the creator of the show, right?
Yeah, creator, writer. Mm-hmm. And then also Cheryl Lee Ralph, which plays Barbara, the African-American teacher, the older lady that she's thinks of as like her mom figure.
Yeah, the mom type figure.
That she's nominated for her very first Emmy. I mean, she has a lengthy career.
Yeah.
And this is her very first time to be nominated for an Emmy.
That's good. And before I forgot to mention that, so courtesy of Deadline said Abbott Elementary is making Mr. Johnson a full-time employee. Veteran character actor William Standord Davis, who's recurring heavily on the first season of Abbott Elementary, has been promoted to a series regular on an upcoming second season of the breakout ABC workplace comedy from Warner Brothers TV. He will continue as Abbott's eccentric custodian, Mr. Johnson. So that came in from Deadline. So that's good news. But on top of that, but real quick before we move on to the next topic, you said there was some other news that popped off real quick.
Apparently today or yesterday, the ABC and Quinta Brunson, the creator of the show, are both being sued for copyright infringement because a young lady is claiming that they stole her idea. That she presented a script back in 2018 to two producers.
Okay.
To two producers who presented it to Hulu, who rejected it.
Okay.
And she says she copyrighted the script in 2020. And then this show was produced in 2021. However, the two producers don't have anything to do with ABC or anything to do with the show. They're just two other producers. So it's like there's really no connection between the two. Like, it's not like these two producers are on this show that you could be like, oh, well, I see the connection.
Well, I'll tell you exactly how it works, why there's already a hole in this person's story. Because you don't just walk up to a producer or a director or anything, even if you know they're a showrunner, and say, here, read my script. That's not how it works. For this exact reason, you take, and this person should know better, should know this. And if you don't know this, if you're an up-and-coming writer or you want to create a show, you don't just walk up to a director or walk up to a producer. You don't just walk up to Steven Spielberg and say, here, read my script. And then like back in the 70s, and then all of a sudden, a couple of years later, a movie called E.T. comes out, and you're like, oh my God, Steven just stole my idea. Like, no. You have to go through entertainment agencies and things like, they are the ones who present new scripts and new ideas. Because studios have hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of scripts just sitting on the shelves. And trust me, the odds that you created something brand new that isn't already sitting on one of those shelves.
This idea here isn't a new idea.
It's not a new idea, exactly.
Teachers on TV Land that we saw was very similar. It's a
mockumentary, like based on like an Office and things like that.
That's not anything that's not been done.
It's exactly. So the odds of you creating a new project or a new TV show that isn't one way, or maybe one scene or something, or the concept of something that isn't already being worked on or hasn't been worked on hundreds of times, it's just never been greenlit until maybe this time with this script. Let me put it like this. Let's say, for example, for the sake of argument, that she's 100% correct, that they stole her idea. The studios can go to the archives and find any little script that they want to cover their butts and go, no, this is based on this project that we paid for a long time ago. Because you didn't go through the proper, if you went through the proper channels and presented it through your agency and the agency presents it, then you're more covered. But if you just go straight to the producers and stuff, that's why they don't take things. You don't handle, it's like Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man, don't hand me anything. Because I might be working on a project that's similar to this, and then you're like, I handed him my script and he stole it. So don't, just long story short, I know, too late. Don't do that. All right, let's move on to let us know what you guys think. If you're a writer, if you know more about the business, let me know. Am I right about it? Am I right on what I'm talking about on that? Because I think I'm on the money on that one. But let's move on to the next one. So some trailers. We were looking at some of the some trailers that are on. There were two things I noticed. YouTube. There's a YouTube channel I've been I've been a subscriber to for a long time. It was Fandango movie trailers. Now it's called Rotten Tomatoes movie trailer. I still see Fandango. I think Fandango and Rotten Tomatoes are affiliated now, but they've changed the name from Fandango movie trailers to Rotten Tomatoes. I guess Rotten Tomatoes is a more popular name, so they decided to change it. But we saw, the first one that we saw was Halloween Ends. So what did you think about it? You saw the trailer. What did you think about it?
I mean, does it ever really end?
I mean, it's not supposed to.
I mean, they say that like every time.
But what did you think about overall? Because we saw Halloween and Halloween Kills. I don't know if Halloween Ends is going to go to Peacock like the last one did.
I know it said in theaters. They're
not going to make that mistake again. Huh? So what do you think about that? What did you think about that scene that the garbage is supposed to say?
I know. I was like,
I knew that was going to get you. Did it? Did
Yeah.
it do its job? So are you? I mean, I know you're not really a horror movie kind of person, but what did you think about this one? Look like? Do you at least want to? Did this trailer do its job to like? I want to at least round it out and finish the. I got the wrong graphic up. My bad. Round it out and finish the last movie. Did it do its job? Does it make you want to see it?
I mean, I'm going to give it a watch.
Yeah.
I'm not like a super huge fan who's like, I can't wait for this.
Right. It's not, you're not going to cosplay as Jamie Lee Curtis or anything like that? For next year for Comicpalooza? That was a callback. I thought it was pretty good. All right, so the other trailer that we saw after that was the Munsters. So there's an ongoing joke about this on the John Campy show. The Munsters. This is the second trailer coming out. So you saw this trailer. Mm-hmm. What did you think about it? What do you think this is?
Do I think what?
What do you think this is? From what you saw?
So it looks as a so the series that was on back in I don't even know when that was.
Right. During the time of the Addams Family and stuff like that, when the Munsters
it was in black and white.
It seems to be directly tied to that.
It seems like it's a pre.
Mm-hmm.
This is how she met him, how they got together, and how Grandpa didn't want them to be together.
Right.
So would be directly prior to the series that you saw.
Okay.
They're coming together.
Did this interest you at all?
I mean, I felt like it looks like they did a good job, as in
really
the similarities to the show, the acting. At least the Herman Munster was very good.
I told you that this movie cost like $50 million.
But as an interest, as in, do I want to watch it? Not really.
I'm sorry. It looks like complete garbage to me. It looks like it's a total shit show. I don't know what this is. At first, people thought that it was a joke. Like maybe because it's like supposed to be, maybe it's a movie within a movie. And maybe that's all that they're showing us. But then they said that if that was true, the studio would have said something like within 24 hours.
Have you ever seen
I've seen the Munsters before. And this is exactly.
Which, I was gonna say
is exactly like that.
Because it's very cheap.
This is the pure. I did a video on this channel about campiness. This is pure campy.
Oh yeah.
Very, very campy.
I mean, if you're a fan of that, then you'll probably like it. I assume, because it seems like they really tried to stick with that.
I just don't.
It's just not my kind of. That's not my kind of.
I don't see how, and I'm getting all the graphics messed up because I'm the only one. I don't see. I just where'd the money go? It's just like 50 something. The budget for this movie just doesn't match to me what we're seeing. I thought, and being Rob Zombie, I thought that this was going to be like a new take. It's just, according to them, it's rated PG.
Yeah, it looks very. It looks like yeah.
I can understand them doing something for nostalgia and all that, but who really today remembers the Munsters? You always have to aim for the new. I know there was a time
period where that was a big thing, like when the Addams Family movies came out. Like that was an era that they were really doing those kind of movies. The Casper.
Yeah.
But it's not really a thing anymore.
Yeah. And with the Addams Family, with the Wednesday one about to come out, I don't know what Rob was thinking on this one, But it does not. I don't know. It looks like some straight up garbage to me. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be the funniest thing I've ever seen. But it doesn't look good at all. All right, moving on. The next trailer we saw. I'm excited about this one from Peacock. They Them. Okay, so you got.
It gave me very reminiscent of Friday the 13th. I mean, it has Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
And they're at a camp.
The fact that you got Kevin Bacon.
Camp.
Yeah.
Like Camp Crystal Lake here. I was like, oh, okay. Is this where we're going with this?
But the concept of it, and I like the way at the end of the trailer where it said, they slashed them. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that was pretty clever. I like the concept of, and it reminds me of that Kevin Smith movie. I think it was called Red State, where they get they lure people in. And there was another movie that came out in the 90s. That was oh my God, I want to say, what's her name from The Mask? Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz. I think she was in it. It was a movie about back in the day about these liberals who would have this dinner, and they would invite people that they don't agree with their politics with, and they would kill them. I don't know if you saw that. It was a very funny. It kind of reminds me of that. Like they lure people in who they don't agree with their lifestyle or their politics, and then they lure them in to trap them and to kill them. So the concept of it. Of a place like a camp that's geared to try to fix, quote unquote, fix or correct the behavior of gay people or whatever, LGBT community people. Already is a nightmare, right there. And now you're adding a slasher. So I'm like. It said going to Peacock, right? Is that a Peacock?
It did. It said a Peacock original.
I think this should have gone to theaters. This one should have gone to theaters. What do you think?
It seems, the trailer seems very well done, like it would be at a movie theater.
Kevin Bacon in horror is always good. Right. Did you ever see his TV show? The slasher one where he was a detective, like Edgar Allan Poe style. Was it The Following? Oh, that's a show. That's a show I got to get Joy to watch. That's a good one. It reminds me of that. You can't go wrong with Kevin Bacon. All right. The last trailer that we saw was a comedy from A24 studio that's crushing it right now. Funny Pages. About a young man. I guess it's a young man who wants to become like an artist or a comic book art.
Yeah.
Okay. When I figured out what this was about. Then it started to resonate with me because this boy was me back in the day. Because I can draw comic books. I'm out of practice, but I can do it. I would go to the comic book store and meet artists, and I would want to learn how to make my own books and things like that. This boy was me, so I related to it on that level. And it seemed. I'm not gonna lie. At first, in the first half of the trailer, I was like, I don't know. But then when the artist that he wants to learn from, all that stuff started happening and picked up, then I'm like, okay, I can't wait to watch this movie. What did you think about it?
Yeah, the trailer took me because the first period of it, I was like, what is it supposed to be funny? I don't know what we're doing
It's
here.
called Funny Pages. That's not good. Like it shouldn't take you that long for your trailer to pick up and get
about
funny.
Halfway through, then I was like, okay, this is funny.
The second half of the trailer.
So I was like, it's definitely one of those movies that you'll either watch it and be like, that really was dumb,
right? Or
you'll be like, that was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time.
It's to me like a Juno or a what's the movie that Elliot Page was in back in the day? Not besides Juno, not Juno, not Elliot Page. With the crazy hair that did the dance with the glasses, like God. Napoleon Dynamite, like an indie film comedy like that, maybe on the level of that, or the other comedy that we saw, the two girls that were graduating high school,
the straight A students,
and they were going to college.
I was thinking that it could be that way if it's pulled off. Hopefully, the movie isn't that slow to start.
Yeah, the trailer lends it to make you think that it's going to be a slow start to some funny stuff. But yeah, your trailer should not start slow like that if it's a comedy. I mean, I understand it's an independent film and maybe there's some character development. I don't know, but it felt like, I don't know. The trailer almost lost me. If it would have continued like that for another 20 seconds, I might have stopped watching. But I'm going to check it out. It looks pretty funny. So looking forward to funny pages. Moving on to the next one, I got to fire through because I'm already past my tight 30. Wasn't able to give it in a tight 30, but that's my fault. Nope is coming out this Friday, and the reviews on it are they're getting they're getting better and better. So from Rotten Tomatoes, Nope is already currently, last time I checked it, is at an 81%, and the reviews on it are pretty good. There's some reviews on it that are like, doesn't seem all that, it's not that great. But for the most part, the views are let me get this in there. Here we go. Are pretty decent. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take some time to cover some of them, not all, not too many. We're already over time. So some of the let me click on top critics. So started off top critic. Let's start off from Adam Graham. Adam Graham from Detroit News. He didn't give it a fresh at all. He was like, fuck Jordan Peele. He's like, a big swing and a miss from Peele, even as he captures some haunting imagery and creates a tense, eerie mood on the ground and in the sky. From Neil Mino from Movie Mom. The Movie Mom, Jordan Peele's new film Nope, does not have the depth of cultural commentary of his Oscar-winning script for Get Out or his follow-up, Us. But it is smart, scary movie with a strong storyline, great performance, and clever. So she's saying that it's not as strong as Us?
She's saying that it's got funny in it. So it's not the super serious, in-depth... Okay, this big story at the end that you're like, wow, that meant something. Mm-hmm. It's different, but that she still felt that it was put together well. It was funny. It was still scary. It was entertaining.
Can you see the next one real quick?
Yes, a bracingly ambitious blend of UFO flick, horror, western, and black comedy that's full of marquee moments and bound together by a thrilling strangeness.
That was from Ed Poten from
4 out of 5.
So you gave it a so I mean, and from the most part, it seems like there's more positive than negative on the reviews. Carlos Aguilar from The Playlist, he says, though philosophically unsatisfying in the sum of its parts, Nope remains thoroughly exhilarating as further proof of Jordan Peele's affinity for pushing the increasingly narrow limits of commercial cinema. It's like, sometimes I don't even know the first half. Always the first half of a review is like, even though I thought it was some trash, this was the best movie in the world. I was like, sometimes critics be throwing me off with especially the ones that. So Mr. Carlos there is so real fancy on his. I wouldn't use that many big words in my reviews. I'm like, it was pretty good. I liked it. Want to read the next rotten one real fast?
Every so often, an obviously talented person makes a bad movie. And that's what we have in Nope. The talent is there. The movie is dead on the screen.
1 out of 4. That was his screen. Wow. And I'll read one more real fast from Soren Anderson from Seattle Times, saying, Nope is another genre-disrupting masterpiece. See, you go from hit and a miss to masterpiece from Jordan Peele, whose intellectual, curious and playful perspective has become vital and necessary for the horror and the sci-fi genre to evolve. I would argue that Blumhouse is the one pushing the envelope, really. But but right there, there's more positive than, and it's at 81%. Let's see if it's still at 81. Let me go back. Let me refresh that page. Is it still at 80? 80? Oh, went up. It's at 82%.
I think sometimes people have a hard time to separate that, if you make several movies in a row that have a super strong message and are, this life-altering, let's change the world message and get something out there. And then you put something out there that's just fun and silly, but it's a good time. And then people go, oh, what did you do there? Like, what happened to you?
Right,
I can do both.
Exactly.
I can write something that's fun and just a good time and still have movies that have a fantastic life-altering message. I don't have to pick one or the other. I can do both.
Right.
Doesn't make me a bad writer or movie producer just because I decided this time I wanted to do something a little different.
I mean, I think the fact, out of the 3 movies, overall, it looks like this one's going to be considered a hit. So far, it's at 82%, depending on how the audience, usually 9 times out of 10, the audience will come to the same conclusion as the critics. 9 times out of 10. Sometimes there's a whopping, I don't know what you're talking about. 81% is too much, and they'll totally pan it. Other times the critics are the ones panning it, and the audience is like, I don't know what you're talking about. That was great. But 9 times out of 10, I'm expecting the audience might be on the same wavelength. Maybe it's going to be around the 80s. Maybe not. Who knows? If I was a betting man, I would say 81, 82% is probably going to be where it's going to top out at. But Us was a great movie until the very end. The twist at the end was the problem with Us. Get Out was just from wall to wall was just amazing. I'm not expecting this to be better than or just as good as Get Out or anything like that. I just want it to be as good. I just don't want the problems that I'm just hoping that he learned his lessons from with that swing and a miss that he kind of had with Us. And I'm kind of glad that he got his what's considered his bad movie out the way early.
But we also know, he comes from Key and Peele. They're just comedy sketch where a lot of that stuff is just silly, but it's still funny as all get out. It's just some of it's just silliness.
I'm kind of glad that he's putting some comedy into
this.
What's
wrong with that? You don't always have to have it can be
that
just
makes
funny.
me want to see the movie even more because he is funny.
So if that's what they're talking about.
If he put more comedy in this one, I'm kind of glad because Keke Palmer is a character. Yeah. She has a lot of energy. You can't just unless I'm looking to see her range.
The whole thing that we're looking at is all, she's talking about black cowboys and UFOs in the middle, all of that's a little weird. Anyways, just unusual. So
yeah, and I didn't want to know that this was about UFOs and stuff. I'm mad that I saw that last trailer. But I'm just looking forward to. I'm just hoping that the ending doesn't disappoint me. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think about the fact that it's at 81%. It's pretty much certified fresh, and I think it's going to hold. Looking forward to it. If you're looking forward to it, let me know in the comments below. And moving on to real quick on the trending topics. I know, guys, you guys have been seeing this for this whole week. So the news came out from Sunday that there was a little girl who unfortunately had a bad experience at a theme park, Sesame Street, and I'm going to show you guys real quick that. So let's go to that real fast, and we'll talk about it on the other side. So here we go. Right there, what you saw was 2 young girls getting totally denied any kind of interaction. The mother who took that video, is it Jody Brown, I believe her name is, said that immediately after this, because if you go back and look at it, and I'll rewind it real fast. If you go back to the beginning, the person in the Rosita costume for Sesame Street interacts with, right there, the little girl right there, old boy right there. Another high five to another person. And then right here, clearly telling other people, no, no, no. And then if you don't know, the eyes are located right here for the person in the costume where the mouth is. So this person sees these two little girls. Now telling these two girls to their face, no. Now if you're telling people out in the distance that I can't come out there because I got to keep it moving, that's one thing. But these two little girls are right in front of you. You could have at least given a high five you gave the other people a high five. And who the mother said he or she in the costume continued to give other people high five. But to totally ignore these two girls, I'm sorry. That to me that was done on purpose. And there's no pass on that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I just don't really understand the thinking behind that. And especially for them to say, well, they couldn't see. So it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, that was their first response. Yeah.
Yes, you can. And it's very obvious that you're looking directly at them and waving them off like, go away. It was not like I can't see you.
Yeah. Here's why that I didn't see you excuse doesn't fly. Because you can see your way down the road, and you pretty much have a glimpse of what's ahead of you. 8 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet down the road. So you know that there's kids to your left. You got to keep to the right of them and keep a straight line to keep the parade moving. So you knew those girls were there, and you picked it. If the fact that here's what doesn't make sense. The fact that you gave a high five to one white person, skipped them, and then gave another high five to another white person, according to the mom, she didn't record it. It's not a good look. It doesn't help your cause, and it just makes this look even worse. So Sesame Street. No, before that, this is what their mother said on her Instagram. She took the Instagram and said, "I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep posting this because this had me hot. We were on our way out of Sesame Place, and the kids wanted to stop to see the characters. This disgusting person blatantly told our kids no, then proceeded to hug the little white girl next to us. Then when I went to complain about it, they looking at me like I'm crazy. I asked the lady who the character was, and I wanted to see a supervisor, and she told me she didn't know. I will never step foot in Sesame Place ever again, and please feel free to repost this. Actually, run me my money back. So mad I stopped the video, but it got me so mad when he blatantly told them no." So, and she calls herself out on it. She was so upset she immediately stopped the phone, stopped recording, and didn't get the rest of the interaction afterwards. Even so, a lot of people jumped on this one and pushed it. We were saying earlier that Sesame Street, they made a comment saying they tried to defend it at first. They probably didn't see the kid. There's no way. You can see down the road. You can see those. You can see that. If the bottom line is with performers or customer service or anything if you're willing to do it something, if this is a public space, if you're willing to do something for one person, the second you do it, you got to do it for everybody. That's just fair.
And if you're going to try to say, oh well, they have to keep moving, they have to do, then you need to put them all on the cart, like the ones behind that don't have access to touch people, and they're waving, but they're just moving forward, and there's no way to get any confusion that you were giving some more than others or whatever, if that's what you're going to try to come out with on this.
Just a quick high
I don't
five
buy
or
that,
something.
but I'm just saying that's not an acceptable excuse. You're.
A quick high five or something on the way down the road. Just to keep it moving. That's one thing. But a total no. Saying no to the person probably behind the camera is one thing. But saying no to the little girls that are right in front of you when you were just willing to do it a second ago, even I can understand not a hug, but something, because you did that little for other people, and it's just going to make you look bad. So after the backlash came down from when people were not buying the whole he probably didn't see them excuse. they didn't like that response from Sesame Street at all. So Sesame Street had to come back with another response, which said, this was from Sesame Street Workshop. Sesame Workshop is aware of the recent incident at Sesame Place, Philadelphia, which we take very seriously. Yeah, now you do. What these children experience is unacceptable. We have been in contact with Sesame Place, our licensed park partner, and they have assured us that they will conduct bias training and a thorough review of the ways in which they engage with families and guests. As a global nonprofit educational organization with a mission to help children grow smarter, stronger, and kinder, Sesame Workplace has always stood for respect, inclusion, and belonging, and is committed to providing the highest quality, engaging experiences for all children and families. We hold our partners to the same high standards. We will continue working with our long-term partner, Sesame Place, to ensure that appropriate actions are taken and that the incidents like this do not happen again in the future. I would argue that Sesame Street kind of has already has a history of doing, like, look, like on the damn show itself. You got Dave Chappelle talked about this. You got a homeless Muppet that lives in a trash can that's complaining constantly about how the economy let him down. And then what do the kids say every time he comes to complain about keeping the damn noise down because he's trying to sleep? The kids just get in his face like, "Shut up, Oscar! You wonder why we step over the homeless and don't and ignore them all the time. Sesame Street trains us to do this." I don't know. Am I crazy? What do you think about this? About the response from Sesame Street?
I mean, they should have said that from the beginning, because I mean, obviously, your higher ups, your owners, aren't training people to do that. That's a worker or whatever. But yeah, you really that should have been the answer from day one. Like, you know, we don't, yeah, like, you know, we just heard about this, we'll get to the bottom of it, and we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Instead of being like, I don't think.
No. Don't ever, I mean, because the second they came out with that lame excuse and the backlash came from it, then other people who had video footage of the exact same thing started to come out. So, yeah. I mean, I know that this isn't technically Sesame Street, this is an affiliate. It's a Sesame Workshop. It's owned by SeaWorld, I heard.
I don't even know.
And it's but it's all the same brand. So they had to get on top of this real fast. That's something that's gonna make your whole empire look bad. So I don't know. I think it's about time to get Oscar a house. And I feel also bad for the Latin community too, because this person was inside of the costume of the first bilingual Hispanic Muppet or Sesame Street character, and so you making them look bad too. Like, oh no, that's not how. No, we don't do that. You know what you doing? You representing them bad too. So whoever was in that costume, I mean, look, all I know is Miss Brown better not ever find out your name, because she is ever so pissed.
Well, I mean,
right now.
When you take your kids to a place, Disney World, whatever, those tickets, even here in Texas, we don't have a Disney World. We just have our standard Six Flags.
Bring back Astro World.
There's no real characters at those places, but still, those tickets have gone up to $50, $60, $70, $80 for a day. I can only imagine Sesame being that it's so for kids. It's probably more, because I know the Disney World and Disneyland tickets are astronomical. Yeah. So I'm like, if you're paying that kind of money, I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Yeah. You don't want to try. Yeah. I didn't pay for you to traumatize my kid. And then on top of that, she says that this was the end of the day. She was ready to leave, and at the last second, she and look closely at this. At the little girl's backpack, right there, right on the backpack, you got the Cookie Monster. So these little girls are some Sesame Street fans.
Well, I mean,
this experience,
they should be being, because clearly I get you're not a celebrity per se, but the training should be very similar. And the fact that we know that you're hot, we know that you can't breathe, we know all that stuff, but these are little children who don't know the difference. Don't know that. Yeah. They don't know, and they don't care. They just know that you're their favorite, and you have to treat the first one as happily as you treat the 18,000th one, because they don't know. Yeah. They're just there to see you because you're their favorite.
Now, to be fair, there's a lot of abuse that happens to these people that wear these costumes. And a lot of people, especially like in Disney World and stuff, they treat people really badly. So people who they put up, a lot of them put up with a lot of stuff. But this is not one of those situations. Again, you were willing to high five the person in front, and allegedly, according to Ms. Brown, to the person behind. So that was a choice. You made that decision, and sensitivity training, whatever it's called, that's not enough. That's not gonna do nothing. That's not gonna change that mindset. If that person did that on purpose, look, if you were not gonna give high fives or hugs anymore, if that was the last one you were gonna give, then according to Ms. Brown, you shouldn't have given it to the very next kid. That's the part that makes it. I'm sorry, they're gonna think it's racist because of the person. If it's a white person in the front, a black person in the middle, and another white person afterwards, it's the only conclusion I'm going to come to. It's because it's blatantly what happened. If whether you feel like there could be a black person in that costume for all I know, but that you really should have known better. Then that makes it that would make it 10 times worse. What you doing? Sell out? but I don't know. So hopefully they don't go through this stuff again. Like I said, hopefully Oscar will get a house after this, because it's about time that things need to change in Sesame Street. Sesame Street, I don't know. We don't need them to be getting all thugged out like that. Moving on to the last topic real quick, making this tight 60-minute show that we're keeping to today. The last topic, my favorite topic of the day. So there was an article in the New York Post about a young lady who says that she gets these dirty looks from now you're going to be live. My wife's looking at me about the choice of pictures that I chose to use. These dirty looks from these mothers who look at her all kinds of crazy. Here's a picture on the left of her walking with her baby. Every time she brings her baby to the daycare, the mothers there give her these looks. So according to the mothers, they are accusing Miss. Let me see if I don't want to get the name wrong. They are accusing Miss. What is it now? So I'm scrolling down. I got to get on point here. This is YouTuber, social media star, model, adult content creator, media face, and internet personality Leanna Lersacian. I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong. I don't subscribe. Is being snubbed at her daughter's daycare by fellow moms who disapprove of her kinky career as a porn star. Babe, what is going on with this injustice that this nice young lady is going through? No, but in seriousness, no, it shouldn't. What the hell does it matter what she does for a living if that's her business? What's going on with the? I understand not approving of what she does with her career, but why bring it to? She's not doing it in the daycare.
First of all, how do people know this?
How do they find out?
And if it's because your husband told you so, then why aren't you mad at him?
There you go. That's exactly where I was going with it. These women.
Because I doubt that she's walking around with a sign on her forehead that says, "Please follow me at my OnlyFans page." I mean, maybe she is. And if that's the case, that's on you. I'm
thinking about getting a couple business cards.
And if that's the case, then that's on you for advertising it everywhere you go.
Right.
Because you're putting your own self out there, because otherwise they'd never know about it.
Right.
Now, otherwise, obviously, the people in this class, whether it's the moms or the dads, are following you somewhere to know this.
Yeah.
And
somebody got caught subscribing.
Then that's just on. They're just apparently jealous about something. I don't know.
Like, because when I read through the article, she said, like, you would be surprised. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I do what I do on YouTube. She has a podcast. She does what she does on OnlyFans. Her and her husband, they swing, or they have a couple. They do all kinds of stuff probably on camera and in their personal. But she also says, besides the way that they've chosen to their lifestyle and the way they make money, and according to her, it's a crazy amount of money. She's doing pretty well, so she could probably afford the daycare to pay them a little extra. Like, I don't like that's probably the best customer. The daycare is probably gonna take her side. I don't care what y'all say. They're gonna take her side.
Maybe the daycare is the one spreading it.
I doubt it. I'm like, because I don't look. I don't know. I don't care. But the fact that they were able to, somebody's husband got caught looking a little too hard or bringing it up too much. That's it's obvious what happened. It's got to be somewhere near the ballpark of what happened, because now it's like, okay, so what was the plan, moms? Are you okay? You're gonna take this. Are you gonna take it out on what? Her baby?
I don't.
My baby should not play with their baby because their bedroom is right next to where all that nastiness that your husband probably subscribes to. you probably you caught your husband reading the articles too much, and that's probably what's really going on here. I'm okay. For let's take an argument. Let's say we have a kid in the daycare, and you find out that one of the moms is doing that. Now, would you really care?
I mean, I'm not there to be your friend. Right. As long as you're taking care of my child properly, be mad all you want to be mad.
And this is not one of the workers at the daycare. This is one of the other moms. She's just the mom.
I don't know why you care.
Yeah. Now, if you came home and found out that I was all like a super OnlyFans, I'm subscribed to her highest tier on OnlyFans, and I just can't, you figure out that I've been giving hundreds of, if not thousands of dollars every month. Now, would you go to that daycare and then take it out on her? I want my money back.
She didn't do it.
That's why my kid can't afford to stay in this damn daycare, because my husband can't. Talk to your husband. I just feel like that's partially what this is all about, because in the article it said she's like, these other moms are acting as if I'm gonna just go after their husband. Like, she has her own man. With the fact that this is what she does in her money making career, the last thing she's probably doing is getting with any of y'all's husbands. She don't know him. I'm like, if it was gonna happen, it'd be a business arrangement. Like, it'd be something on the up and up on the OnlyFans thing and all that stuff. It'd be something that's tax deductible. So like, talk to your husband. Like, if your husband's signing up, what the hell? What's he doing? Like tell him to calm down. Let me talk to all those guys, all those husbands who keep volunteering, because they volunteering to take the kid to the daycare every Monday when they know Miss Lena gonna be there. They're trying to get a chance. They there every day at 9:00. Like, why? No, and they're like, no, Craig, you can't take the kid. I'm taking it. Like, why can't you let me be a good dad? Like, you're just trying to get a peep. I said Craig because he's back in the conversation. I was just messing with him. Learn dick discipline is all I'm saying. like I'm gonna tell you, like a friend of mine told me back in my clubbing days, when I was in one of these Houston clubs back in the day when I was in my 20s, and I happened to see Trina in the VIP section standing around, and I'm just gawking like an idiot. My homeboy just nudges me and goes, "Look, she ain't gonna suck, dude. Like it ain't happening." Like, he totally snaps me into reality. It ain't happening. Let's go. And I had to leave because he was right. It ain't gonna happen. So all those insecurities, whatever those women are doing, like, leave that woman alone. like if your husband's trying to go for it, that's like just because your husband want it, don't mean that this woman's gonna get it. She probably could, but it don't mean she wants to. So leave this woman. That's my advice. Leave this woman alone. This woman ain't doing nothing wrong. Stop with this whole Desperate Housewives kind of mentality, where everybody's trying to or Mean Girls thing. Like why? I don't know. I thought this was the age of the era of not slut shaming people. What is this all about? Anything? Nothing on? Okay. All right, guys. That's the that's the end of the show. That was that was an interesting topic to end it off on, guys. Guys, remember, hit the like, subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think at all times. Share your thoughts, your theories, your comments, your questions, concerns. If there's anything you want us to talk about, send it to us on our email. You can email us or add us at T3Medias. And let's just keep talking, guys. And look out for the other shows that are coming up this week. We're going to do another Rant Over show with Tiffany. And we're still working on, there's a delay on the other game show that we're going to be working on. But movie trivia stuff, gaming things we're going to be doing coming soon to the network. I got a lot of ideas and a lot of plans coming to the rundown, to the other shows, to the network as a whole. And hopefully we're bringing those to you soon. Guys, if you want to follow me, you can find me on all the social medias at Chris W. Fagan or at T3Medias, and you can hit me up there. If you happen to be in the medical field and you want some scrub caps done, babe, where can people get their scrub caps and more by Joy?
At Scrub Caps and More by Joy on Etsy.
Is it scrub hats and more, or is it scrub caps?
Scrub caps.
I put hats. Oops.
Well, I don't even know.
I think it's scrub. I think I looked it up as scrub hats and more by Joy. Scrub hats or scrub caps and more by Joy. If you happen to be in the medical business.
Scrub caps by Joy.
Damn it! I
Etsy.
put it in there wrong.
Yeah.
So that's for Etsy. But on Instagram it's scrub hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got that right. All right. So guys, look her up and she can get a custom hat made. And all that good stuff. That's it for the rundown, guys. I appreciate it. And until next time, guys, have a good one. Oh yeah, I forgot that there's no closing. I forgot that this is the closing. Now I'm supposed to say, hit the like and subscribe button, and become a follower right here on T3 Media Network. And until next time, guys. Now I can say it. I got to feel another